Good morning, Year 2. I hope you're all okay and had a really lovely half term and are ready back for a new half term of learning. I'm going to be doing your English lessons this half term and we're starting a brand new book. So today we will correct a sentence, then we will think about a new illustration, a new picture from our new book, and then we will create a zone of relevance. So all you need is your home learning book and your pencil. Here is today's the correct the sentence. Let's read it together. Magnetise on the first word I. I had a great half term because I ate lots of pancakes. That's true. I did have a great half term because I ate lots of pancakes. But there are 3 mistakes in this sentence. Can you pause and fix the mistakes? Let's see if you manage to find all 3 mistakes. The first mistake was this word great. I Fred talked to write great, but great is a red word. Tick or fix. My conjunction because I had also spelt wrong. I got my first bit right, my red word be, but cause is another red word and it looks a bit like cause, because. So tick or fix. And then I didn't end my sentence with any punctuation. I've chosen to use an exclamation mark because I was excited about this sentence, but it's okay if you put a full stop instead, a full stop or an exclamation mark. Well done everybody, tick or fix that, and we'll move on. This is a picture from our new book. It is on the first page of our new book. The page is completely white apart from this one picture. So I'm going to ask you some questions to answer out loud about this picture. What is the first thing you notice about this image? The first thing I notice is that the creature is all by itself, there's nothing around it. Tell me, what is the first thing you notice? Good spot. How does this picture make you feel? Do you like it? Why or why not? This picture makes me feel a bit uncertain because the creature is all by itself. But I do like it because I really like this silvery speckled bit here. What about you? How does it make you feel and do you like it? Great answers everybody. Pause if you want more time to think about that question. Does it remind you of anything you have seen before? Have a think out loud. Does this remind you of anything you've seen before? What do you think you know about this creature? Well, I know that it can fly because I can see 2 big wings. And I know that it has these things here which are called antennae. Do you know anything about this creature? Maybe you think you know what the creature is. Tell me now. Well done everybody. I think we already do know some things about this creature. What would you like to know about this picture? Is there anything that puzzles you? Oh, I mentioned at the start that I'd like to know why it's all by itself. What would you like to know? Great ideas and thinking, everybody. Now, when we were talking about what creature it was, I reckon some of you out loud said maybe it was a moth or maybe it was a butterfly. I think you might be right, but I'm not sure which one, moth or butterfly. You have a think. I think it is because, say it out loud, do you think it is a moth or a butterfly and why? Good ideas. I think it is a moth because of its speckled grey wings. I think I know that butterflies are normally more colourful, but that might not be right, that's my opinion. Do you prefer moths or butterflies? Which one do you like more? Say in a full sentence, I prefer moths because they look beautiful when they fly at night time. Maybe you prefer butterflies. I wonder why. Remember, these two sentences are just my opinion. They're not a fact, they might not be true, but they are my opinion. It's what I think. We are going to come up with some adjectives to describe this creature, whether you think it's a moth or a butterfly. I've come up with some adjectives around the outside. Can anyone remember what is an adjective? What type of word is it? Shout it out at me. It's a describing word, that's right. I've written some describing words. I think the creature is lovely, but I think it would feel horrible if it landed on me. I think one of its wings is quite dull. This wing here is quite dull. That means that it's not got much colour and it's a bit boring. I think that it probably looks amazing when it's flying. And I've described its other wing as speckled. This wing here, it's got some colour on it, some silvery grey, but it's a speckled pattern. And I've described its antenna as furry. I think it's furry. I'd like you to pause now and write down some adjectives to describe this image in your book. So pause the screen now. Well done everyone, I can't wait to see the adjectives you came up with. We're going to use those adjectives today to make a zone of relevance. We've done this a few times now. So a zone of relevance has 3 circles. In the middle circle are words that definitely describe this picture. They definitely describe it, they are the most relevant. Then outside of that, I put things that, yeah, they do describe it, but maybe not exactly as I would like. Then the biggest circle are words that don't really describe it. And the words on the outside that we don't put in the circles are words that I do not think describe it at all. I'm going to show you some examples. So the word speckled I have put in my middle circle because it does describe it, but it doesn't describe all of it, does it? It only describes half of it, one of its wings. So I've chosen to put it here. Remember, this is our opinion, so you may think it goes somewhere different. Next, I have put the word dull. I've decided to put the word dull outside. I don't think it describes this very well. I think it describes this part of its wing, but on the whole, it's not dull to look at to me. You might think differently. So just like we have done before. So your task is to draw a zone of relevance into your book. So draw the 3 circles and then add my adjectives and your adjectives to it. The most relevant, the ones that describe it, go in the middle, and the ones that do not describe it, are not relevant, go outside. And then see if you can challenge yourself. Can you use your adjectives in a sentence to describe the creature? Let's go back and have a think. So I had the word speckled. If I was going to use that in a sentence using a capital letter and a full stop, I might say, one of the creature's wings is speckled and grey over here. And that's using my adjective in a sentence. To do this, you will need your home learning book, your pencil, your list of adjectives, and I've put mine on Google Classrooms as well. And I put a picture of the creature on Google Classrooms as well so you can have a closer look. Well done everybody on our first English lesson back. Don't forget to send me a picture of your zone of relevance.